Packed week, out seeing the northern lights and catching my first fish off the ice. If you haven't seen last week's episode, go check it out. But this week, we're catching up with some of Betta's old workmates around the town of Levy. We hit the snowmobiles. We then went for a hike up a mountain, and it was one of the most spectacular things I've ever witnessed. The snow in the trees, the light, everything.
This is just crazy.
But make sure you stick around till the end, because we then drove deeper into the Arctic Circle, into a small town bordering Sweden and Finland, to see one of Betta's good friends who has a love for Huskies like no other. She runs tours. It was off season and the dogs needed to get out for a run. We finished up with some more Northern Lights, so click subscribe, send it to your mates. You're gonna love this one.
No.
Snowmobiles.
We had met Erky through a mate of ours early in the week, and he offered to take us for a quick whip around the forest behind Levy.
Other side of the big road and then go to Sammuntupa. It's one of options as well. I think that's less driven.
Yeah.
Since I think this is the most popular for the tourists to go around.
Yeah.
With the snow slowly starting to melt, the tracks were super chewed up, so he took us out the back to some tracks that don't get driven much. With the sun setting, we jumped in the car and headed an hour and a half north. We were headed to a small town, 15 minutes over the border to Sweden. We were going to visit one of Betta's old friends, who owns a heap of Huskies and runs tours from her house out to some epic locations. The holiday season was coming to an end, but the dogs need to be taken out each day for a run. So we drove up and went and helped and took the dogs out for a hot lap. The dogs are going mental. They all want to get chosen to go for a run, but unfortunately, half of them have to stay behind. There's different types of dogs, and due to their skill set, they get put in the line in a different position. There's the leaders and then the followers.
That's right. Isn't this on the collar?
No, it's on the back.
This too.
That's it. And then that's right.
Yeah.
And then that goes on his collar, and he is attached to a Nuvik. You got that? And then a Nuvik to this, and then you pull them forward and attach them to that leader line. That's right.
There we go.
And the reason why
And
they're
we're going to touch this too?
just to attach off.
While we got the rest of the dogs, we tied them to this lead line, which is attached to a tree, because if these dogs go, there's no stopping them. From here on, the dogs are in control. You have a brake at your foot, and otherwise, if you slip or fall, you just have to hold onto that sleigh, as the dogs won't stop until that thing gets caught up and tangled in the trees.
So, you've got a little foot stamp here. That's to slow it down, and then this is a brake. Pretty cool.
It's pretty mental. You're just standing there on two tiny planks off the back of the ski. There's no big board or anything, and then in the middle you have a brake. And you know what? You can push that brake pretty hard, and it's very difficult to stop those dogs going.
It's deep there, eh?
But very strange weather, like that's fog over there. Ice fog.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, it wasn't really Sweden and it wasn't really Finland. It was just kind of an island in the river.
So this is Finland. This is Sweden.
Cool, huh?
So cool.
And the water is the current is so fast here that there are places where it doesn't freeze all winter.
Yeah, I saw one bit we went over that bridge and you could see it. I was like, wow, is it melting or is it always like that?
Well, it's been really warm lately, but the current is very strong, so the ice is very weak. Where the velocity is strongest, the ice is weakest.
Cool.
So when you're out here on the land, you have to be careful because the river ice is very unpredictable and you never know if you're going to go through. But we live on the back side of the island and the current is very slow here.
They're hooking now.
It was such an epic day. We helped pack the dogs away, gave them a feed, and then we headed back down to go check out some reindeer.
Leading by the Eskimo tours.
The reindeer in Finland roam free. They're mainly owned by some families and some farmers up in the northern areas. They're used for meat and then byproducts of fur and whatnot, and they taste just like an Australian deer, but way better. The meat's cooked and sliced super thin and is delicious. And they're really cool animals to see. As it got to the end of the trip, we decided to treat ourselves, and we went out to dinner with all the friends we'd made and went to this underground place which served sauteed reindeer and salmon that was insane. If you're in Levy, you got to go check this place out. The food was amazing, all you can eat buffet, and super cool. And they talk about some of the cultural heritage and the reindeer people. There was a bit of alcohol consumed this evening, so we had a bit of a sleep in and then decided we need to get out and do some exercise.
Sausage time. Up the steepest hill.
We decided to hike a nearby mountain, try and catch sunset, and do the usual Finnish tradition of cooking some sausages in the cotta, otherwise known as a wilderness hut.
Ooh.
Oh, this is like, be careful, the bag's open.
Oh, that feels so heavy.
That would have nailed you. This is just crazy.
Are you excited?
It's so sick. Look at this place.
Look at this space.
This is good as shooting deer. Whoa. It's insane.
Sun's starting to go down. It's like 2 in the arvo.
We're still on our way to finding a little cabin to have a sausage in. But check this place out. It's just absolutely insane. It's getting a bit deeper, mate. Oh, I'm through. Can you come take this?
You can get up.
No, my foot's fully like in the open air.
How
Like
do you
that.
think I'm helping?
I don't know. I was just. Oh yeah, I got one.
All the things that do it for you.
Well, that's a bit shallow. Oh, so cold. How's those $20 snowboard shoes going?
Right.
How much further do you think? What?
Not far.
How far?
3K maybe?
Oh my god. Better wanted me to go hire snowshoes. I was like, I don't need them for, what were they? €20. Luckily, a heap of people have walked with snowshoes on here, so it's kind of steep, but whoa, this is insane in here.
Fairyland.
We've done about 3Ks. It's starting to open up. But there's an easy path to get to this place, and there's probably going to be people there. But
We chose the hard way.
we chose an adventure. Oh, I'm double foot down. Oh, knee. Oh my god. Hand, elbow. Stupid camera. Fuck. Oh. Why you? No! Take the camera. If you fall off the track, my whole arm is gone.
Dickhead.
Oh my god.
You good?
No, I'm heavier than you.
Lies.
Every step I'm
You
sinking.
have to step light.
You're a step light. Oh god, we gotta find this place.
Tread lightly.
I'm trying. You're half my weight. Update. I've made it onto a hard track. So this all started, we're meant to be walking on a hard track to go cook these sausages in this little cabin. And I wanted to go film the soft stuff right at the bottom, and now we've ended up on some random track. Well, it wasn't really that good at the start, but now we're onto a track. We're hoping it's up here, but otherwise probably gonna have to start heading back soon because it will get dark and cold. We must nearly be at the top because these trees have got no foliage.
We're pretty much as high as the ski resort.
Me pyörättiin eikä meillä ollut kyllä tarkoituskaan mennä. Siinä on hyvät näköalat tuossa kyltillä.
Okay.
What did they say?
200 meters for the viewpoint. And another kilometer from there.
But
But the track is too soft, but we can try.
with the sun going down.
I kind of wish we had snowshoes. Oh my god.
We found the sun. We're at the top. No way! Look at that! Woo! This is mental.
Guess what we might see tonight? Maybe some northern lights?
That'd be sick. Oh, that was a mission, but this is mental. No sausage cooking. You have to do it at the bottom.
This will do.
Well, we didn't really plan that well. We don't know where the cabin is. We talked to some old guy with dogs and he said it's like another K that way, but it's even softer snow and you can see where the sun is, so we're going to go down to the bottom where we saw another sausage cooking place. We'll show you there.
Have you heard about summer snow? When it falls on you, your blood runs cold. But don't you sweat your pretty skin, 'cause it melts away for it sinks in. And you dream about this very night.
What happened, mate?
Didn't quite make it. Nearly. It's okay. We can skip lunch. We've been eating all holiday.
And we came down the right hand side of the mountain instead of the left. It's almost dark. We've got one last resort. Got the goodies.
Okay. No need. Do you want one or two?
2, thanks.
Then you just wait. I don't eat the peels. It's just bloody hot.
Looks like a circumcised willy. Was it worth the wait?
Mitä se kysyy?
Kannattiko odottaa? Meillä kesti niin kauan toi meidän lenkki, kun ei ollut tarkoitus, mutta... Hyvä kannattaa aina odottaa. Niin.
Where are we?
The kids land.
So we did a 8k hike to end up at Kittyland to cook sausages on the front slope. It's too good. I'd like to take this moment to say thanks to everyone who saw us out, from skiing to snowmobiles to dinners. We were super lucky to score stuff at a below staff discount price or free, and yeah, it was just insane and super generous of everyone. And even on our last evening, we got to tag along to the igloos and yeah, hit this new menu that they were preparing. It was just such a great time. And Sam debunked the Magnum theory.
Double the size of the snowmobile.
So there's twice as much wine in the bottle, but there's only the normal amount of wine in the glass.
Or as Steve would say, fish.
And the drinks didn't stop here. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this trip as much as we have. And we had one last stop, and that was to head back to Grandma's. And on that night, the Northern Lights popped out right down south near Helsinki, and it was epic. I'll leave you with a few images I took on my camera. How sick is that?